What's going on, guys? My name is Edge and welcome back to night 2 of Deadline. As you can see, my voice is completely shot, having had the in-person live Deadline event last night. An incredible showing, and we are starting off a very important night with the I Quit match between KP and Big G George Malone. The stipulation entails that if Big G loses, he will officially step down and leave WAS forever. KP, a seasoned veteran in WAS Deadline shows at this point, very experienced, winning quite a lot of his matches, but even in defeat, gaining that crucial in-ring experience, whereas Big G Malone has had a stint in the Rumble, but never a proper match on a Deadline show. So this, in my opinion, is KP's match to lose. I mean, Big G, he is an extremely strong guy, but does he contain the experience and knowledge that KP does? No. But again, this match could favour in the way of Big G, because it's not just going to be it shouldn't be a standard wrestling match. It's an I Quit match. I mean, weapons can be used, anyone can get involved. I mean, really, it could be an even playing field, but my money is on KP, and unfortunately we may be searching for a new general manager after this show is complete. KP looking extremely confident, and of course, coming up on tonight's show, an extremely important matchup for WAS's future, the WAS Championship on the line in our next matchup between Dan Demain and Matt Royale. And then to close the show, to close the weekend, the Deadline Rumble, 10 superstars entering, one walks out with the WAS Championship match at Extension. And look, Big G Malone, George Malone, making his appearance, and honestly, he looked confident. I'm excited to see what he's able to pull out here. I'm sorry if some things I say aren't computable. My voice is completely gone, but we're here for the fans. We're here for the people viewing at home. We're here to have fun. If it sounds like I'm about to die, we live with it. It's okay. But yes, Big G looking fired up, looking ready. I'm excited to see what happens with this one. I may be coughing and spluttering, but just ignore me, because I'm excited for this one. I didn't want to miss out on doing this for you guys, for myself, because I'm a massive mark myself, and I love all things WAS. I love 2K 26. What a better way to combine the two. And if you weren't there in the audience for Deadline last night, what were you doing? Because I saw how many viewers the video that WAS Deadline got last night, and it was shocking. So if you were in attendance, amazing. I hope you enjoyed the show. If not, do better. But we're going to get this matchup started now. The bell's rung. Owen KP, like I say, this ring experience is going to be the deciding factor potentially. KP already taking control and just holding that submission. Obviously, we know Big G said he wanted to win with a submission, making KP say I quit while writhing in pain. And KP himself just putting those submission holds in. Oh, Big G managing to get the reversal there. But now springboard toe pick on heel to the back of KP. Normally a move done to the stomach, but clearly just as effective. And now a wicked powerbomb, driving in with a knee from Big G. And another huge knee. KP just managing to get up, but no, caught on his way with a huge forearm to the face. Now, of course, we have Extension coming up in just a month, and obviously these two, if Big G loses here tonight, he is no longer the GM of WAS. Could that mean he stays on as an active in-ring competitor because he is absolutely shining out? Or would Big G be gone forever? That is the question. But to me, this has quite been a 50-50 match up to this point. KP obviously getting back on top now, but Big G has shown that he's tough in this one. Oh, that's in the question. Oh, Big G staying alive. Now KP to the second row. Oh, just using that baseball bat to brutalise his opponent, to brutalise Big G. These two have been on a bit of a war, but it's been a bit of a strange war. I mean, very much a war fought on different fronts. And I don't think these two have actually interacted with each other in WS's weekly, but obviously Big G works a lot behind the scenes in WIS, making the matches, making the decisions, and that is what has annoyed KP leading up to this point and giving us this matchup here tonight. Now Big G just trying to prove to everyone that he deserves the place that he's got. KP claiming that he doesn't know anything about wrestling, he doesn't really understand what he's meant to be doing, but Big G clearly showing that he knows more than he lets on, and that the respect should be brought onto his name. And I'm here for it. Love it.
No way.
Oh, again, just a big driving forearm to KP, the original, against the Big G. Obviously, for those who were there at deadline last night, you saw KP victorious against Owen Carter. Well, Owen Murdoch. But you would have also seen Matt Royale, Donny Franchise, and Brad Coleman, the VDA, victorious against Dan Demain, Leviathan Stark, and Phantom Phoenix of Upheaval. You would have seen Lucy the Gooseheart and Dougie Matthews fall to Tommy Steele. You would have seen Taylor Hurricane Thunder defeating Dave, and then you would have also seen Donny Franchise, 2026 deadline for Settle the Score, deadline winner. An incredible show. My voice has gone, so you know how good it was. The videos will be up on the University of Huddersfield Wrestling Appreciation Society YouTube channel, hopefully very soon. So if you weren't able to make it in person, absolutely give it a watch when it's available. It will definitely be shared on this page when that time comes. But now, the match is coming to the outside, and KP with a moonsault onto Big G on the outside. Oh, and again, bringing that submission hold in. KP hoping to get a victory here. Not quite successful on that occasion. But what is he setting up for? Oh! Being that sister, Abigail DDT, patented by KP. And now, oh, a reversal from Big G. Big German suplex, maybe going for another one, but now a ripcord and a big lariat from Big G, George Malone, using that size and strength advantage in this run. Quite honestly, looking at the build of this guy, I don't know why he's not the top star in WAS. Why this guy has not laced up boots more often and instead decided to put on a suit and be the GM. I'd say he's wasted potential, because this guy is killing it. I mean, I'd say he'd give Matt Royale and Dan Demain a run for the money in that title match after this match. So, honestly, I have no idea. But driving the knees into the back of KP and just clubbing blows on top. Just, oh, and I think, can we see, is that KP busted open? I think it might be. KP with an Insiguri, and yes, you can see just on top of the head, KP is starting to bleed, just like Matt Royale did last night on WAS Deadline 4, Settle the Score. Nosebleed was rough. Back to the action now. And Big G fighting back once again. And big finish from Big G. Is that going to be enough? No, not quite enough just yet. Superman punch from Big G. Has he got any more in the tank? Driving him into those steel steps. And now, the submission of his own. The submission of his own. Will that be enough? Letting him out. Stamping on the hands. What else do these two have to give for this match? No, neither side wanting to give up. What have they got left in the tank? Oh, what? Is it going to be another one? And again, that could have just knocked out KP. And there we go. He said the words. Big G, George Malone, has won. He keeps his job as the general manager of WAS. And KP has lost big time on the grandest stage WAS has to offer. Big G, George Malone, credit to him. Are we going to see more matches from Big G? Time will only have to tell. But for a first proper outing in WAS, I think that was incredible. Maybe a future world champion is on the horizon, but I think if we get to that stage, we might have to look into management a bit more and make some decisions on who is going to be running the brand, because you can't have a GM booking himself to become world champion, because who would do that? That's wrong. What kind of runner would book themselves to be their own world champion? But yeah, well done, George. Well done, Big G. Incredible matchup. Well done. But now we are on to the match that will shape the landscape going forward in WAS. We are crowning the inaugural WAS champion. Dan Demain, Matt Royale, childhood best friends, brothers, some would even say, facing off to crown the first ever WAS champion. And quite honestly, I don't know which way this one's going to go. These two squared off in a 6-man tag last night. And obviously it was the BDA that came out on top. But when it comes down to it, and even in the Rumble, Matt Royale was the guy to eliminate Dan Demain with a vicious chop to the outside. But these two have never faced off in a singles match in a very long time. So, and obviously Dan Demain arguably wrestles a lot more often than Matt Royale does. So, who knows? Dan Demain with a vicious attack this past week on WAS to not only Matt Royale but his previous trainer, Tommy Rocker. So, clearly Dan Demain is going in the fresher man of the two. But only time will tell who will walk out with the gold. Or should I say, the silver and the dark blue. The gold sounds better. But we are ready for Matt Royale's entrance. I'm excited for this one. I want to see some magic formed here tonight. Maybe the boys will come back, who knows? Only time will tell. And here he comes, Matt Royale, as confident as ever, coming off not an in-person big win last night with a 6-man tag. Not a 2K big win. I mean, he did win on Wednesday, but then he did have to get beaten down by Dan Demain. So, yeah, but he beat Dan Demain last night. So, maybe we're going to see it twice in real life and in a virtual reality. Who knows? I hate myself for that one. But we move on. And he looks as confident as ever, ready for this one. I might need to restart. I'm going to get another one on the third side. The WS Championship looking absolutely beautiful. These two are going to go hell for leather to make sure they are the person to take that home tonight, I can guarantee. But let's see how this one is going to go down. Oh, an enziguri straight away from Dan Demain. Absolutely laying that shot in. Not caring at all for the safety of Matt Royale's head. But, I'm going for the pinfall. Dan Demain just stomping on Matt Royale. And a Hurricane Rana. Dan is here to bring the pain onto Matt. And quite honestly, I can't blame the guy. Matt Royale has had started WAS, and yes, he brought Dan Demain in year 1, but it was for a rumble. It was for a rumble opportunity. Year 2, he betrayed Dan Demain. Year 3, he didn't have anything to do with him. And in year 4, everyone has forgiven Matt Royale, but Dan Demain never got that chance. No one asked Dan Demain how he felt about it, and now Dan Demain has become the bad guy, while Matt, because public opinion dictated so, he's taken things into his own hands and decided to do things his way. But it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because obviously these two guys have known each other for coming up to 12 years. I mean, they know each other inside and out, and as much as they might not have been wrestling together for the later stages of that time, they grew up learning the same things. Their handbook is built upon the same structures, so you know they know each other back to front when it comes to wrestling. So really, I don't know whether this is going to go on for a while. I don't know whether this is going to be a short occasion. I really don't know. But honestly, I can't put an answer to who will win. But we're at count of 6. These guys need to get back in the ring. It's count of 7. Dan Demain's in. If Dan Demain manages to outcount Matt Royale, he will win the title. 9. Oh, Matt manages to break the count and comes in flying with some clotheslines. Oh, Dan trying for a kick, but no, reversed by Matt. Here we go, getting fired up, going for a pin. That is a silly decision, but what we're going to see. 1, 2. Oh, not even quite a 2 count, I don't think. The ref says it was 2, but I didn't hear her say it. So we're going to say that was a 1.9999 count. Whipped into the turnbuckle, and that haluva kick from Matt. What? Who's this? Some very strange lights coming from the ramp. I don't know quite what to expect from this one. That was strange. But no, not going to interfere. Matt, you're hitting him with the King's Landing. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Matt Royale has become the inaugural WAS champion. Dan Demain looking incredibly strong, but Matt just managing to clinch the victory. What an incredible experience for Matt Royale. Now, I'm going to let him enjoy his celebrations, but coming up, we've got the Deadline Rumble, but first we have an advertisement for the next WAS pay-per-view. Stay tuned for that. So yes, guys, I will be bringing you on June 6th, WAS Extension. See the winner of the Deadline Rumble face newly crowned WAS champion Matt Royale. Many more tag team action. Tag team titles will be on the line. We will get to that stage at some point where we know what the matches will be. But tune in June 6th on the Edge Gaming channel. It'll be 7 PM as usual. Tune in or miss out. Honestly, it's going to be incredible. Deadline's been insane, but now all we do is go up. We don't come down, and we get extreme when Extension comes to you June 6th. Be there. So guys, we are back, and it's time for the main event of the weekend. The event you've been waiting for. the Deadline Rumble, 10 superstars. Everyone has to be thrown over the top rope. The last superstar will be declared the winner of the first ever WAS on YouTube in WWE 2K26. The winner will face newly crowned champion Matt Royale at Extension June 6th. You've seen the advert, make sure you're there. But we are about to get underway, and we are going to see who unfortunately drew number one. Who will it be? And it is one of our another new champions, Brad Coleman, the new WAS Tag Team Champion, looking glorious with that gold. Brad Coleman looking extremely ready for this match. Maybe he's going to make an incredible year's return by winning the Deadline Rumble, going on to Extension and claiming a second set of gold for his collection. Will he become a Tag Team Champion and WAS Champion? Only time will tell. But this is Deadline. Anything is possible. So we will just have to wait and see. Now, let's see who drew number two. And remember, Matt Royale drew number two in the real in-live person Deadline Rumble. That's last night and lasted all the way to the final two. So, yes, these spots aren't great, but Reese Lightning is coming out. These spots are not great, but it doesn't mean that it's a losing number. Reese Lightning coming out. Obviously, the guy that qualified in last week one. Maybe he might be a bit angry that he's the only one that had to go through a qualifying match, but I don't care. And that's fine, because Reese Lightning has proved he is willing to go to any length to win matches, beating Dave this past Wednesday by count out, beating Tommy Steele in week one to claim this spot in the Rumble after Leviathan Stark had been viciously attacking Tommy Steele. So he's clearly not one to bow away from slightly backhanded tactics. But now we are going to get this underway, and I'm excited to see who will be facing Matt Royale, because now we can officially, after this match, give you the first match to look forward to. And then all we have is a big build. Brad looking extremely strong to start off with. Obviously, this really, you'd think Reese Lightning has a bit of an advantage. Brad Coleman literally fought last night, whereas Reese Lightning is fresher. And now the first end. Who drew number three? Phantom Phoenix, the superstar that lost in the tag team title match, but if I'm remembering rightly, 3 weeks ago in last week 2 defeated Brad Coleman. So not exactly a stranger to victory. Not quite won a Deadline Rumble as of yet, but normally has a pretty decent showing in these events. I mean, last night making it all the way to the final 5, quite impressive. Oh, and we are quickly bringing in entrant number 4. Oh, and here we go. The other half of the tag team champions, Donny Franchise, coming in maybe to help his friend. Who knows? These events, obviously in a Rumble situation, it is every man for himself. So will we see the VDA working together? Will we see them going against each other? Oh, and Donny Franchise immediately going in for the Phantom Phoenix, helping. Oh, and the Phantom Phoenix is already eliminated. That already spells disaster for Phantom of the Outlaw, who is going to be coming in as entrant number 5. This Rumble is extremely fast-paced, and Owen Carter now here, the other half of Phantom of the Outlaw, maybe hoping to be slightly better than his tag team partner. We will only have to wait and see. Owen goes straight after Brad Coleman. Clearly, the Phantom of the Outlaw have not forgotten that they lost their opportunity to become the first ever tag team champions this time last night. But Owen Carter picking up Brad Coleman. Incredible. And now just stomping on the arm, that injured arm of Brad Coleman, the one that was surgically repaired. Oh, and now Big G Malone. Again, this guy has fought not even half an hour ago. he's going to be shattered. Quite honestly, I don't know how he's managed to get himself in this match. I personally, if I was in charge of booking it, I would have done it. But, silly man. But, you never know, we might see some impressive feats. Oh, and Donny Franchise has been eliminated from the Deadline Rumble. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the second elimination of the match. Let's see, is this going to be number 7? Number 7, KP, maybe coming to get some revenge on Big G, George Malone. Who is KP going for? Oh, and again, it's going straight for Big G. Oh, and Big G going with a big springboard. Oh, Reese Lightning has Brad Coleman draped over the top rope. We already know at least one of the next competitors has to be Tommy Steele, having defeated Leviathan Stark last night to claim his spot in the Rumble. But when will he be coming in? I really can't. I don't know. Oh, and as I say that, here he comes. Tommy Steele, the crowd are going crazy. Kevin Nash, we love you apparently. I don't really know why, but we love you. That's got to change at some point because it looks really bad. Tech team, get on it. But, oh, Brad Coleman has been eliminated. Owen Carter, the only remaining member. And, oh, Tommy Steele eliminates KP, but gets taken down with a huge knee from Owen Carter. And now the next competitor coming in. This has been just wall-to-wall excitement. I mean, it's been non-stop. Oh, and Taylor Hurricane Thunder not had a spot on Deadline this year in his own particular match, but has proven himself. I mean, he's only had one match on WA, an unfortunate losing effort to KP, but very impressive showing in that match. High flying offense maybe will aid him in this matchup. I mean, as well, a very limber, light guy, maybe helping him to hold on for longer as opposed to some of the bigger guys in this match. Who will be entrant number 10? We are about to find out, and it's Evad. Evad having taken out Dave last night in our main event. Evad is making an appearance. Will this be, oh, and goes straight for Owen Carter. I think Evad is out here to make a statement. He wants everything WAS has to offer, and he is not afraid to just take it. Obviously, at this point, we have our winner in the ring. It's just a matter of who will it be when the dust settles. Reese Lightning going after Evad. Oh, and taking him down with a huge lariat. And now Reese Lightning going after Big G. I do think, oh, and Big G has been eliminated. Well done, Big G. Thanks for coming. I'm happy you got to keep your job tonight. That's probably the win you were after. And just taking down Owen Carter. Big G can walk away with his head held high. He's won a match on Deadline. Not a lot of people can say that. So, obviously Tommy Steele defeated Leviathan Stars now, but also in real life Deadline, defeating Dougie Matthews and Loose to the Gooster, and returning Loose to the Gooster to his regular self. I think that was the true magic of Deadline 4 settle the score. Oh, and now Evad throwing military presses of Reese Lightning out of the ring. We're down to our final four. A massive running knee from Taylor Hurricane Thunder. Obviously, these guys faced each other last night in real life Deadline. But will we see the same results for Taylor Hurricane Thunder getting rid of Evad? No, we did see a big one-arm power slam from Tommy Steele. Now, oh, Evad into the corner. Owen Carter going to try and throw out Tommy Steele, and now just a bit of a leg sweep. Can Evad add to his eliminations? And Owen Carter is gone. We are down to the final three, and a massive boot to the face of Tommy Steele. And then see Taylor Hurricane Thunder just getting caught in the crossfires. Oh, big drop kick, but not taking Evad off his feet. You'd think Evad would be absolutely shattered after an Inferno match, but clearly he's as strong as he ever has been. But no, Tommy Steele getting him on the apron. 2 hits. And that is gone. It's down to the final two. Tommy Steele versus Taylor Hurricane Thunder. Who will face Matt Royale at Extension? We are surely only moments away from finding out. Oh, Tommy managing to get Taylor over the... Oh, but Taylor no, back in the ring. Who is going to get the upper hand? And a big splash from Tommy Steele. Another big splash. What are we going to see here? Maybe is this Tommy Steele's moment? The guy has been fighting for this spot for the past 4 weeks. Oh, and a big Mexican destroyer. That could spell disaster. Tommy Steele is gone, and Taylor Hurricane Thunder is the Deadline Rumble winner. Well done, THT. Unlucky to Tommy Steele, but an incredible showing nonetheless. So many questions have been answered this deadline. So many questions still yet to be answered, and you will find out as the coming weeks go on the road to Extension. Thank you all for turning up, and see you next week. Enjoy Taylor Hurricane Thunder's celebration.